Just a quick question here. When y'all pop out for burgers, you run out to snag some Chipotle, you go run to the coffee drive-thru. How many of you take your diary with you? Or even like your sketchbook, much less a handwritten manifesto? It's like, I don't know about you. And like, I've never committed a felony, so I don't know, maybe I'm just speaking out of my naivete here. But if I had, and there was an interstate and FBI manhunt for me, I don't know that I would keep incriminating evidence, multiple pieces of very incriminating evidence on my person when I ran out to McDonald's. I get what the mainstream media is reporting. I get the narrative the cops are laying down, but it's good to remember that cops are liars. Like legally, they're allowed to be liars to suspects and the public. Cops don't serve and protect us, they serve and protect the elites, as evidenced by the sheer volume of resources and the expansive nature of this investigation. Don't forget that cops are liars. Okay, so my kids and I have been talking about this Luigi Mangione and, what his motivation was as we are finding out more and more information about him. Honestly, like, this is one of the great things about having teenagers and adults is that you can really dig into these conversations with them. We have the best conversations, the most thought-provoking and simultaneously hilarious conversations. You can process things with them. They have insight and input that I in my 40s do not have, and I have lived experience and a perspective that they don't have. And together, we have really good conversations, and I feel very privileged to have teenagers and adult kids. But we're discussing all the new little tantalizing tidbits that come out about this guy. Yeah, B just said apparently in his yearbook he was listed as having the best pickup line, so maybe he was rizzing up that lady at the hostel. But just, like the internet is all like, oh, we know his Goodreads. We know he retweets and likes stuff from Tucker Carlson and Peter Thiel. Oh, he likes car seat headrests, but also Carly Rae Jepsen. But this is what I'm talking about. This man is a folk hero. Someone says, I bet his GoFundMe for his legal defense raises $1 billion. And I think that there is going to be appeal on both sides of the aisle, which is what I have been saying. Like, I hope that happens. I think folks, no matter what their politics are, can see this guy as a sympathetic character. It doesn't matter that he is highly educated and comes from some level of wealth and prosperity. It doesn't matter that he's ripped. It doesn't matter that he's apparently bisexual. What matters here is that we can all empathize because we all have that same level of rage for which we have had no outlet because of the suffering that we have faced at the hands of for-profit healthcare and all corporations, major shareholders, and CEOs in our capitalist system. I personally think the cops were foolish. If he is the guy who did it, they were foolish to catch him. Maybe they're hoping his prosecution will be a distraction. And I'm sure the amount of funding and support that went into this from the super rich who are scared shitless of people like this, they have been very short-sighted. Because I think that, yes, the prosecution of this guy is going to be something that we are all going to be tuning into. But I think he is somebody, other than that rat fink who narked on him, the vast majority of the country is going to be hoping for jury nullification for this guy. The vast majority of the country is sympathetic, and if not inspired, to try to push back against a system that is crushing all of us. I am intrigued to see what comes out next. I'm grateful to be able to keep having conversations with my kids about it, but I do want it to not be a distraction from the work that we need to do to resist the incoming authoritarianism in America. 2 billionaires are going to be running DOGE, this brand new department that will be stripping healthcare benefits from disabled veterans, raising the Social Security age, the retirement age, when our neighbors in Mexico have pensions for everybody starting at 65. When the 2 billionaires running DOGE and the billionaire in the White House all want to squeeze us, they have told us, Elon Musk has said we should prepare for a time of hardship. While they all see their profits continue to skyrocket, they expect the average working class person to suffer and say thank you. They are going to have their taxes cut and we will have ours increased. And we're supposed to say, thank you, may I please have some more? And I just wonder, are we at a place where we are reaching the limit? I hope we are at a place where we're at the limit. Not just this guy, not just Luigi has reached his limit, but all of America has reached their limit. And the more straws that get, piled up on our backs by DOGE, The more we watch them enrich themselves, while our quality of life decreases, our expenses increase, our access to healthcare is more limited, while we all in the working class suffer more, despite the fact that working class Americans voted in the oligarchy that now is about to screw us as much as it possibly can. There is a point at which they have squeezed us so hard that we break. So I'm interested to see what that looks like. Again, in permaculture, we say the problem is the solution. We got a whole heap of problems. How do we use them to create a solution? If I had, do you think I would be confessing to it on TikTok? Also, I am choosing to take this as a compliment. I'm not an attorney, but this is a good time to remind everyone of Frazier v. Cupp, 1969, the Supreme Court case that says that cops have the right to lie during the course of an investigation, including lying about what evidence they may have in order to attempt to elicit a confession. As I said on my main, cops are liars. They're not your friends. They don't serve and protect you. They don't have your best interest at heart, and honestly, they don't have the best interest of the public, the American people, at heart.